Third chapter, playing with numbers. So here we are going to discuss about the divisibility rules for particular numbers here. So in the intro part, example was given. Asini, she brought 125 chocolates here. So she want to distribute among their students. The students total is 25, and she want to distribute this 125 chocolates equally to 25 students. So she started off distributing two chocolates each. Then also the chocolates were remaining here. After that, she tried to distribute three chocolates here. Then also the chocolates were remaining. Next, she increased the size and she distributed four chocolates. Then also the chocolates were remaining. Lastly, she distributed five chocolates here. Then no chocolates were remaining. No chocolates were remaining. So here we are going to understand is there any easy way, okay, to distribute the chocolates evenly. So here we can directly divide 125 by 25. You will be getting 5 here. That means you can divide 5 chocolates equally. So in this way we can do. But here there are some other rules for the divisibility. If you know the rules for the divisibility, it will be very easy for us to divide any number here. So already in the previous classes we have studied the divisibility rules for a number 2, 3, 5, 6 and 9, and also we have studied about 10 also. Here we are going to extend the study for the rules of divisibility. So with numbers 4 and 8 and 11 also we are going to discuss here. So here in this chapter the main intention is any number is given to us, whether it is divisible by a particular number or not, we are going to study. So whether it will divide with 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, 10 or 4, 8, 11. So which number the given number will be divisible, that we are going to study here. The first one, divisibility by 2. So here we are going to discuss about the rules of a particular number, whether it will divisible by 2 or not. So take any number here. What is the basic rule here, in the sense when you are going to see the number in the units place, whether it is 0 or 2, 4, 6 or 8, if it ends with any of these numbers, then we can say that it will be divisible by 2 here. Suppose you take 72 here. So here the number at the unit place is 2. Then we can say that this number will be divisible by 2. Suppose 72 by 2, when you are going to see, you get here 36. In the same way, when you see 75 you take here, we can say that this number won't be divisible by 2, because at the unit place the number is not ending with either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So we can say that this number won't be divisible by 2. So if you divide 75 by 2 here, we get the answer 37.5. So this is a in the decimal form. So exactly it is not divisible. We are getting in the decimal form. So here the discussion is it has to be divisible exactly. So in the same way, you take any large number, suppose 9, 8, 7, 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. In this way, if you take any large number, if you want to know whether it is divisible by 2 or not, we can easily say that if the unit place ends with either of 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then we can say that the number will be divisible by 2 here. So we can say that the number here at the unit place is 8. Then we can say that this number will be divisible by 2. If suppose it is ending with like 9 here, then this total number we can say that this number is not divisible by 2 here. This number is not divisible by 2. So in this way we are going to say that any given number, if it ends with either of 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 at the units place, then we can say that the number is divisible by 2 here. Next, divisibility by 3. So how you are going to say that the number is divisible by 3 or not? So here we are going to say that the sum of the digits in the number, if it is divisible by 3, then the total number, okay, the given number will be divisible by 3 here. That means so here the sum of the digits in the number, if it is divisible by 3, then the given number will be divisible by 3 here. So suppose you want to know 72. So 72 whether it is divisible by 3 or not, then what we have to do here, in the sense we have to sum the digits in the given number. That means 7 plus 2, then we get here 9 here. So 9 it is divisible by 3, that is 9 by 3 you will get 3 here. Then we can say that 72 is divisible by 3 here. You take any big number here like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, or 7 you take, extend the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you want to know whether this number is divisible by 3 or not. Then what we have to do, we have to sum all these digits in the given number here. That means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. So if you are going to add all these numbers, we get 28 here. So 28 whether it is divisible by 3 or not, when you want to check, it won't divisible by 3 here. Then we can say that the given number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not divisible by 3. So you can check any given number by this method. Next, divisibility by 6. If the given number is divisible by 6 or not, how you are going to check? If the number is divisible by If the number is divisible by 2 and 3, then we can say that the given number will be divisible by 6. So let's check with example, like you want to check 72, suppose you want to check. So here we are going to check first whether it is divisible by 2 or not. So 2 or not, when you want to check, what is the rule here for divisibility by 2 here, in the sense the unit place either it should end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So here the unit place is 2, then we can say that it is divisible by 2 here. So at by 2 it is divisible. Then we are going to check with number 3 here. What is the rule for the divisibility of 3 here, in the sense the digits we are going to add here, and we can say that the number, if it is the total, if it is divisible by 3, then the given number is divisible by 3. So here we know that 7 plus 2 is equal to 9, and 9 is divisible by 3, and we get 3 here. Then we can say that it is divisible by 2 and it is divisible by 3. Then we can say that it is divisible by 6 here. So let's check whether it is divisible by 6 or not. Suppose 72 you are going to take divisible by 6, then you will get here 12 here. So let's take another example like 81 you take here. So you want to check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. So 2 or not, when you want to check, what is the rule here, in the sense the unit place should end either with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 here, but it ends with the number 1, then we can say that the given number is not divisible by 2 here. So let's check with 3 here. So we have to add the digits in the given number here. That means 8 plus 1 8 plus 1 we are going to get 9 here, and 9 by 3 you are going to get 3 here. So the given number is divisible by 3 here, but it is not divisible by 2 here. So we can say that the given number is not divisible by 6 here. So let's check whether it will divide with 6 or not. So 81 by 6, when you are going to see here, so we get 13.5 here. So it is not exactly divisible by 6 here. So we can say that when it is not divisible by either of 2 or 3, then the total number, the given number, is not divisible by 6 here. Next, divisibility by 9. So how we are going to check whether the given number is divisible by 9 or not? We have to sum the given digits, and the total, if it is divisible by 9, then we can say that the number is divisible by 9. So let's see here the sum of the digits. So the given number we are going to see, we have to sum the digits here. The total, if it is divisible by 9, then the given number is divisible by 9. So let's check with one example here. 63 you take here. So here we have to sum the given digits here. We have to sum the digits in the given number. So here 6 plus 3, when you are going to do, you get 9 here, and 9 is divisible by 9, you get 1 here, and we can say that 63 is divisible by 9 here. So you take another number 86 you take here, and you sum the digits in the given number. 8 plus 6, then you get 14 here, and 14 is not divisible by 9 exactly. So we can say that 86 is not divisible by 9. So in the same way, you take any big number here. So here the given number is 914793. So you want to check whether it is divisible by 9. We have to sum the digits in the given number, like 9 plus 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus 9 plus 3, and you get the total here 33 here, and the 33 is not divisible by 9 exactly, and we can say that the given number 914793 is not divisible by 9. Next, divisibility by 5. So if the given number is divisible by 5 or not, how we are going to check? So if in the given number, if at the units place, if the number ends with either 0 or 5, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 5. So if the number ends with 0 or 5 at the units place or ones place, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 5. So let's check, suppose here 50 is there. So whether it is divisible by 5 or not, then we have to check at the unit place whether it is ending with 0 or 5. So here it ends with 0, then we can say that it is divisible by 5 here. So in the same way, you take 65 here. So at the unit place, it ends with 5 here, and we can say that it is also divisible by 5 here. So let's check, you take 50 by 5 here, you get the answer 10 here, and 65 by 5 you take here, and you get the answer 13 here. So in the same way, you take any big number here. So 1 2 3 4, if you are going to take, so you want to check whether it will be divisible by 5 or not. We have to check at the ones place whether it ends with 0 or 5. So here at the ones place, it is ending with number 4, then we can say that it is not divisible by 5 here. So you want to check whether it is divisible by 5 or not. So here 1 2 345 by 5 when you are going to take, so here you get the answer 246.8. That means it is not exactly divisible. We are getting the number in the decimal form. So we can say that the given number 1234 is not divisible by 5. So let's check the divisibility by 10. So the given number, if it is divisible by 10 or not, how you are going to check? If the number ends with 0 at the unit place, then we can say that the number is divisible by 10 here. So if the number ends with 0 at the unit place, then we can say that the number is divisible by 10. So let's check with one example. 70 when you are going to take, you see at the units place the number is 0, and we can say that it ends with 0, then we can say that the given number is divisible by 10 here. So 70 by 10 when you are going to take, you get the answer 7 here. So you take any large number here like 1987, okay, and 0 when you are going to see here. So here the number ends with 0, and we can say that the number will divisible by 10 here. So let's check like 19870 by 10 when you are going to do, then we get the answer 1987 here. So this is the simple method for the divisibility of 10 here. So you take any number like 21789, then you want to check whether it is divisible by 10 or not. So you just check the units place, it is not ending with 0, so here it ends with 9, so we can say that it is not divisible by 10 here. And one more thing we can observe by the divisibility by 10 number here, in the sense the number will be divisible by both number 2 and 5 here. So if you are checking like you want to see if the number is divisible by 2 and if it is also divisible by 5, then we can say that the number is divisible by 10 here. So any number you take, any large number you take, suppose you take the above example 21789, if it is divisible by 2, suppose 2 means we have to check at the unit place, it is it should end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So here it ends with 9, so we can say that it is not divisible by 2 here. And also it is not divisible by 5 because it is not ending with the number 0 or 5. So with 5 also we can say that it is not divisible. So the given number is not divisible by 10 here. Suppose you take any other number like 1, 2, 4 you take. So here it is divisible by 2 here, but it is not divisible by 5 here. We can say that the given number is not divisible by 10 here. And in the same way you take 125 here, so it is not divisible by 2 here, but it is divisible by 5 here, then we can say that it is not divisible by 10.